The worst video game in 2023 goes to... Take a guess. I'm big into FPS games. I like Call of Duty. It's Modern Warfare 3. The worst game in 2023. And hear me out. Between the lack of communication, between the lack of care of the core fan base and the OGs, the $70 to $100 premium price tag for all reused content from things that are up to 15 years old, it's just not worth the price. It's not worth the stress. It's not worth going insane over, especially with this strict algorithm. And you know the algorithm I'm talking about. And before I get started, I already know I'm going to get a lot of comments. Or not a lot, but you get a few comments of people that say, oh, skill issue, the game's fun, you just suck. You say you hate going up against Scump when you act like Scump and you're trying to play like Scump. Listen, I read all the comments. I take them in. I love advice. But we take comments like that with a grain of salt. People that make those comments tend to have TikTok brain. And, you know, I kind of disregard some of those sometimes. And me having the credentials I have in the gaming community, sarcasm, Modern Warfare 3 is by far the worst Call of Duty in my opinion. Between the price, the content, the algorithm that makes the game unenjoyable, it's just by far probably the worst game, which is being pushed by the worst company. Not Sledgehammer. I'll give them a break because I understand they had time crunches. But who gave them those crunches? Activision, Infinity Ward. They obviously don't like talking about anything that sucks about the game, and they don't like fixing anything either. So, you know, back to the whole idea with how the game sucks. There are some people that back the game up that try to call it good, aka the TikTok brains. But they seem to not understand the idea of what a video game should be. Call of Duty, people like to sit here and say, is built to be competitive. There's an objective. There's a score to it. No. Like, yes, but no. There's a whole reason that there's sections of competitive and casual, which I'll always harp on. If you really want to be competitive, you don't need to be a sweat with the FAMAS every single game that you've had gold for the last week, aka when the game first came out. Try new things in casual and go play competitive and ranked. And if you want to play and sweat in regular lobbies, all the power to you. I can't tell you no. That doesn't mean you need to have skill base in there. Honestly, the people that back it up blow my mind because realistically, if they didn't have it in there, you'd be playing even better than what you are now. Oh, but I still have a 3 KD. I still have this. I still have that. I don't care. You use the same gun every game probably. I like to use variety, something that TikTok brains cannot comprehend. I like the quickscope. I like to run around with a knife. I like to maybe troll people, have fun, run around the map, mess around with my friends. That doesn't exist anymore in this game, which is why the lifespan of this game is very short, especially a day-to-day standpoint. You play 3 games, you rage off. I have a solid .99 KD. You suck at the game. I had a 265 in World War II with 50 V2 rockets. So, and some with snipers. That goes to show you that I think I have an idea of what I'm talking about maybe. But overall, terrible game. You're paying $70 for maps that were created 15 years ago that were $60 back then, but inflation likes to make reused things, I guess. We're all just peasants to Call of Duty. I'm one of them. I'll be honest. Like, I'm one of the peasants that bought the $70 game, but I'm hoping that my $70 purchase stops many other purchases because I'm showing you the reality of the game. A lot of these people that talk good about the game were flown out to play the game and are too scared to be open about why it sucks. And a lot of these other players as well, I don't know if you notice, but they seem to do insanely well and above par with cracked aim. They know where everyone is. Their game sense is that of a robot or an AI. Take the hint of what that might mean. And it gives everybody a sense of motivation, like a boost. Like, wow, this game looks fun. 50 kills in Warzone. Or dropped an MGB. With this random gun, he's going to give me the best class setup. I'm going to go on and use it. Just to be sadly disappointed and discouraged with the fact that you can't do that because you're working against the algorithm while these people are finding loopholes and ways around it. And they're content creators, so they're doing anything they can to make content. And they're doing anything in their power to give you half decent content, when in reality, the game that they're playing and the game that they're promoting is terrible. So from what you could see from my standpoint, this is how Call of Duty actually is. And I'm sniping here. I actually had a pretty good game. But this is the best game you might see me snipe as of right now because of how strict this algorithm is. But you'll see how close the game is. It goes to the very end score-wise. But when you see everybody's ratios as well, you'll see how strict and how precise this algorithm works. And that's not a good thing. Not one player outperformed another. And overall, I just find that to make the game really unenjoyable. I'm just trying to sit back and relax and not get blown up by a grenade or a claymore planted in my spawn or a guy sitting in the corner with the FAMAS every single match. It's just you're versing the same people. You never get into a lobby with a different personality on the other end of the screen. You know, you're literally versing the same people every single game. Same guns, same movement, same positioning, same equipment, same perks, same attachments. You're playing the same game against the same people every time because of this algorithm. And that, in the end, makes this game absolutely terrible. Don't buy it. Save your money. Go buy groceries with the $70 instead. You could do anything with those $70. Anything, and it'll be a better purchase. I guarantee you. Okay, actually, I take that back. There might be some things that are not worth that I'd rather you not buy with those $70. But for the most part, just save your money. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. TikTok brains, keep commenting. It's entertaining, and I'll see you in the next video.